take a look then at these 12 athletes who will be introduced there from the pink, well, it was pink, tunneled area. First out will be the Chinese athlete Ling Li, the only Chinese athlete in this final. Only one competition in 2024, Ling Li. That was a win at the Asian Championships a couple of weeks ago in Tehran. Roberta Bruni of Italy, their national record holder both indoors and out. 9 times the Italian champion. Margot Chevrier, French champion both in and out, and she's already had 8 competitions this year. Talk about polishing your skills. Annalise Vabikova, the Czech here, bronze medalist last year at the European Indoor Championships, former World Junior champion. She is very, very capable of going amongst the medals. Katerina Stefanidi, well, she is a legend in this discipline. She took gold at the Rio Olympics 8 years ago. The following year, she took gold at the World Championships in London. Remember those? Never write her off, the Greek. 34 years old, but very, very consistent herself. Angelika Moser of Switzerland, a season's best in her most recent competition, Moser. She was 4th at the World Indoors 2 years ago. Can she go one place better at least to get on the rostrum? And there is Alicia Newman, as I mentioned, Commonwealth champion in 2018, the world number 4 this year, but a big question mark over the Canadian with that ankle injury from just a couple of days back. Eliza McCartney of New Zealand, the Rio bronze medalist 8 years ago. No height in Budapest last year, but she's back in fine form. For me, she's the dark horse, really, even though she's world number 2. Can she nail it tonight? Wilma Murto of Finland, the European champion, the European indoor champion from last year. Very consistent. She too, a real banker. She could make the rostrum. Sandy Morris, the defending champion, going for a 3-peat tonight, as I said. 3 times a World Outdoors silver medalist. Can she add to her little pile of major gold medals here this evening? Molly Cordery, well, she has had a spectacular few months. And listen to that roar. British records 2 weeks ago in Birmingham and a week ago in France. She is on fire as Molly Cordery. And Katie Moon, well, you just cannot write this woman off. The Olympic champion from Tokyo, world champion last year when she retained her world title from 2022, carrying an ankle injury, but did win the US title quite comfortably a couple of weeks back. She can really double her focus and go for this first attempt at 4.55 meters. Again, for an athlete of her caliber, a 5-meter vaulter, she's cleared 4.82 this year. This should be fairly straightforward 4.55 meters. There's still so much to get right in this incredibly demanding event technically. Speed and power and spatial awareness. Many of the top vaulters are former gymnasts when they were youngsters. Yeah, nice vault from Morris, and I'll tell you what, loads of space between her and the bar. That was a big vault. That's really encouraging. She'll know full well that she nailed it there. She's miles over that. Center of gravity, way, way beyond the line of the bar. Center of gravity, incidentally, is roughly where your tummy button is, your navel. Obviously, 2 or 3 inches in, but that is how you gauge more or less where your center of gravity is. I was saying how Sandy Morris is as experienced as anyone in this final. I might have been wrong. This could be the athlete who knows her way around the stadia of the world. Best of all, bronze medalist twice at the World Indoors, back in 2016 and 2018. Twice European champion, European Indoor champion back in 2017. She's pretty much done the lot as Stefanidi, and she's done enough there. That's a nice clearance at 4.55. Gets that one out of the way. The next height, incidentally, although there's a few more to come in at this height, will be 4.65. We will go up in 10 centimeter increment after that to 4.75, and then we're down to 5 centimeter increments. That's 2.5 inches if you like your feet in inches for these vaults. Now here she goes. Annalise Vabikova then, first attempt, 4.55. Yes, that's nice. That was very neat indeed. Didn't look to be a lot of daylight between her and the bar, but that doesn't matter. She eased over that very nicely. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there was a bit of space between her and the bar. Doesn't matter. She joined Morris and Stefanidi with a clean card so far. Cordery and McCartney and Murto and Moon will all come in at this height as well. Here goes Molly Cordery, the world #1 now, in front of the home crowd. There's pressure on her. How will she respond? Oh, just wonderfully. Makes it look so easy. She's had a long wait as well. She's had to retain her focus. But she has proven form as Molly Cordery. She's just got that X factor is what I feel about her as a vaulter. She is reliable. She gets it done again and again. When she set the British record in Birmingham a couple of weeks back at the UK Championships, 4.85 meters. Not the British record, sorry, a personal best, but it was the world's highest vault this year. She cleared it third time, and then when she went to Rouen, she cleared it at the first attempt. Now McCartney. Eliza McCartney, just glad to be in one piece, the Kiwi, and vaulting beautifully, and that was a big vault too. Oh, and she knows that was good. Wow, she was way beyond that. Talk about the X factor. I think she's another one in possession of just that. That's a lovely clearance from the Kiwi. So many injury problems since she took a Commonwealth silver medal, ironically behind Alicia Newman back in 2018 on the Gold Coast in Australia. First athlete to attempt 4.65 then, Sandy Morris, the reigning champion. Yes, lovely, lovely. First time clearance, so important. A little bit of pressure applied to her opponents. And if any of the major names who are yet to come falter at this height and fail the first time, of course, she holds the ace card over them. They would have to clear the next height to get ahead of her. That's assuming she doesn't clear the next height. But 4.65, we're a long way yet from the climax of this competition. But that's great from Sandy Morris. 2 vaults, 2 clearances. Jeff Hartwig there in the crowd chatting away to Sandy Morris, giving his advice. He's a member of the 6 meter club on the men's side a few years back. One of the highest vaulters in history, in fact, Jeff Hartwig. Moser now. 4.65. Ooh, yes! Nails it. And again, she's got that lovely quality. She gets up there and then seems to sort of almost wriggle over it. Let's take a look at this again. Yeah, that's a nice vault from Moser. So 2 attempts at 4.65 and 2 clearances. The big names are getting into their groove now. Only her 2nd vault of the session. Chatting away to herself there. Convincing herself this should be a formality. Now the focus of this British crowd will be on the Brit. First attempt, 4.65. Oh, yes. Normal service is resumed for the Brit. Very comfortably clear. Have a good feeling about this, don't you, if you're a British fan? Look at that, 15 centimetres clear at the height of the bar, and she went through the line of the bar. That is a massive margin, that's 6 inches. And she's had 1 vault. Here she goes for the Kiwi. 4.65. Ooh, no, that's uncharacteristic. Hit it in the way up, I think. She's smiling, but she knows it's there. Yeah. She and the coach know what went wrong. A little confirming nod there. I'm sure the coach was doing exactly the same up in the stands. Positivity. Be on top of your game. That's what the vertical jumpers have to do, whether it's the high jump or the pole vault. And we need positivity now from Eliza McCartney at 4.65. Booms over it. Brilliant clearance. Yeah, little nod there. Big sigh. But she is back on it, so to speak. Look at this. She is way over this. Bar clearance, 18 centimetres at the top. The closest she gets to it is 4 centimetres, but that's horizontally above the bar. She was way over that McCartney. She's got a big vault in her tonight. Just 4 athletes clear at 4:65. Here goes Svabikova. Can she join them? Yes, she can! Oh! Yeah, stays in the competition. Moves into 5th place. Katie Moon, remember, has passed at this height. So we're down to 6 athletes from the original 12. And Svabikova of the Czech Republic is one of those clear at 4:65. And that is a season's best for her. Talking to herself again, Eliza McCartney. She is the athlete for the big occasions. She was coming back from years of injury last year when she no-heighted in Budapest. But she is a big vaulter. She is the world number 2. Can she nail this? It'll be so valuable if she can, and she does! She certainly can! Oh, that is very, very significant. McCartney, first time. 4 athletes have failed prior to this at 4:75. She pops over without any trouble at all, and there's room to spare, and that's a big vault for Eliza McCartney. They will be screaming at their TV sets down in New Zealand, there's no doubt about that. Cordery then. Now, really does need this, doesn't want to put herself under the pressure. The home crowd winning the Britain on. Second attempt, 4:75. Yes! She looked like she knew what to do when she got it wrong first time. And actually, she's gone way over it there. Moves into 2nd place on her own, no longer sharing it with the American Sandy Morris. Still retained the reigning champion Morris, but her grip on that gold looks to be loosening. She's in bronze medal position at the moment, but that beautiful clearance from Cordery. Now Katie Moon. How has that Achilles been affecting her in the last couple of weeks since the US Championships, since she won, and through this evening? Second attempt for her, 4:75. Oh yes! Beautiful clearance from Moon. That's the first time I've seen her smile tonight, I think. The pressure, well, it's not off, but it's certainly reduced. That's a lovely clearance from her too. 2.8 centimeters spare height at the top. Not a lot, just over an inch. But it's a precious inch, and she has preciously cleared that. Katie Moon, a 2nd time clearance for her, and she shares now the silver medal position with Cordery. And Sandy Morris, still the reigning champion, remember. Champion has been shunted down to 4th. It's for Morris then to stay in the contest. Oh, no. Her reign is over. The Queen is down and out. Long live the Queen, so to speak. We just don't know who the new Queen will be. Here she goes. 3rd and final attempt for the Swiss at 4:75. Oh, can you believe it? Equals her lifetime best. Fabulous stuff. Talk about characterful. That from Moser is quite supreme. Brilliant. Becomes the 4th athlete clear at 4:75, and the medals are not yet decided. Amelie Svabikova of the Czech Republic. Can she join those clear? No, she can't. No. It was at least it was a good attempt. The previous 2 efforts were refusals in effect. And Svabikova has finished a superb 6th with some big names behind her. She has a silver medal from the Commonwealth Games back in Birmingham 2022. She shares silver medal position here with Katie Moon, the Olympic champion. She was 5th in Budapest last year. The crowd now fully focused upon Cordery. 2nd attempt, 4.80 meters. This to take the lead. Oh, she nails it! Oh! The crowd roar. They love it. To a person, the crowd applaud that brilliant clearance from Cordery. But McCartney, if she goes clear, and she will be next to vault, will regain the lead, even though she too would be clearing it at her second attempt, because on countback, of course, she comes out ahead. She cleared 4.75 the previous height first time. And Cordery cleared 4.75 at the second time, but Cordery is in the lead, and that's a lovely clearance. There's plenty of room between her and the bar there. That's a massive vault. But here comes Moser. It's all or now for her, all or nothing, I should say. Oh, and it was close again, but she's out. Moser with 3 failures at 480 is confirmed as the 4th placer here in Glasgow. She's put up a very, very tough fight. Every one of her 3 efforts at 480, she gave it a really good go. This is her 3rd attempt at 4.80 meters. She already has 2nd place. All this will do is give her a slightly tighter grip on 2nd place, because clearing this won't put her back on top. It'll just give her 3 more lives at 4.85, the next height. Oh, and she gets those 3 more lives at 4.85. And the job is not yet done for Molly Cordery. The silver fern held aloft proudly up in the stands. The land of the long white cloud is the translation of the Kiwi name for New Zealand. Well, this has been a long, long evening for all these vaulters. But Eliza McCartney is still in there, battling away in the black and white strip of New Zealand. And she is in 2nd place now. Katie Moon in 3rd. But there is more to come, because the bar will move up to 4.85 after this, and that's the next challenge. The challenge for McCartney is she has to clear it, just as Katie Moon has to clear this. 3rd and final attempt at 4.80 for the outdoor world champion. No, that wasn't a bad attempt. But for an athlete who's struggled with an Achilles injury in recent weeks, it's been a great evening, and she is bronze medalist at these World Indoor Championships in Glasgow. This is a fascinating little game of chess going on, a psychological game of chess from Eliza McCartney, moving her psychological pieces around the board and saying, no, you go ahead at 4.85. If you get it, good luck. Her previous 2 attempts have been good. Can she get it 3rd time of asking? No, she can't. So, Cordery stays in the lead, but she's out of the competition. And fascinatingly now, Eliza McCartney has 2 attempts at 4.90. And this is probably what McCartney was hoping for. She's an athlete, the New Zealander, who feeds on adrenaline. McCartney then, refocusing now, still smiling, keep positive. 3rd and final attempt to take the world title. She failed 4.85 once. That was her 1st attempt. That would have given her gold, as it turns out. And then she's had a failure at 4.90. That would have given her gold, of course, by a clear height. And this is her 2nd attempt at 4.90, but it's her 3rd opportunity to take world gold, we now know. Deep in discussion then. The athletes at the moment who share gold and bronze. Katie Moon knows she's got bronze. Molly Cordery doesn't know she's got gold as yet. Eliza McCartney may deny it. Her here with the 2nd attempt at 4.90 meters. The Kiwi, oh, brings it down, and it was so close. That was 99% of the job done. It was a fabulous effort for McCartney, but it means there is a gorgeous Glasgow gold for Molly Cordery here in the pole vault in the Glasgow arena. She is world indoor champion. She's only 23 years old, and the world is at her feet. Thames Valley Harriers, that wonderful old West London club, made famous by many great athletes over the years, including a certain Linford Christie, will be celebrating this. Molly Cordery is world indoor champion. She came here as world number 1. She will leave as world number 1 and world indoor champion. And 4.80 meters did the job. 2nd time clearance for her, ahead of Eliza McCartney's 3rd time clearance, the Briton over the New Zealander. And the jeopardy that Eliza McCartney created there was world class by passing her second and third attempts at 485 and going for 490. She kept every Briton in the arena with their heart in their mouth, but she is world indoor champion Molly Cordery.